On May 15, 2010, in a London, Ontario restaurant, two of my friends, Stixxs and Marco, goaded me into a competition. Now, for over the past 10 years, I've never bet them. And it was this one time that they thought, why doesn't Jeremy bet us? And it was over sports, it was over basketball, and I'm like, I don't feel like losing money. So they were like, alright, well, this one time you bet us and we'll never bother you again. Now, the parameters of the bet were simple. I had to agree to it before knowing what it was. And once you learn what it is, you'll think, oh, that's pretty childish. But let's talk about what happens when boys think they can compete with men. Hi, my name is Jeremy Renaud, and today we are going to learn who is Stixxs and what is his misfortune.
Competitor profile number 1. Name, Dinh Tran. Alias, Stixxs. Birthplace, Windsor, Ontario. Ethnicity, Vietnamese. Height 5'10", weight 195 pounds. Education, Catholic Central High School and the University of Windsor. Occupation, engineer. Favorite quote, power. Other information, is a very good friend who will be there for you, though has a penchant for betting. Loves fried food, has a really nice girlfriend, who, after his first date at Fong's Villa, calls her by the same name. Like, really? Very cocky, lots of bravado. Someone must put him in his place. Competitor profile number 2. Name, Marco Foresto, alias Stixxs' boyfriend. Birthplace, Tecumseh, Ontario. Ethnicity, Italian. Height 5'7", weight 185 pounds. Education, graduate of St. Anne's High School and the University of Windsor. Occupation, engineer. Favorite quote, oh six please. Other information, Webster's definition of metrosexual. Could have any girl he wanted if he dropped the attitude. He irons his boxers. Very cocky, lots of bravado, and an air of arrogance, with a touch of prima donna. Someone must put him in his place. And now, the reigning champion. Name, Jeremy Renaud, alias Hollywood, Jezbo, and the Chameleon. Birthplace, Windsor, Ontario. Ethnicity, Filipino-Canadian. Height 5'7", weight 185 pounds. He's a graduate of Assumption Catholic College High School, Brock University, and Canterbury of New Zealand. Occupation, visionary. Favorite quote, ooh yeah? Other information, he is the undisputed, irrefutable King of Kalahati's, and the EA Sports Intercontinental Heavyweight Champarado Champion of the Earth, and the coolest kid in the world.
Getting right to the bet, this is what it was. These two guys said, alright, Jer, you have to kiss a waitress for 10 seconds without breaking the lip seal. Really? That's like the longest kiss I've ever had in my life. I don't think I've ever kissed a girlfriend for that long. And you want me to kiss a waitress who I don't know for 10 seconds. They were going to select the waitress. They selected the time, place, and location. And I had to do it within 2 weeks. And I'm thinking, okay, there's no way I'm going to do this. But then they talked about what the benefits were. And let's talk about those benefits. If I lost, I would have had to get them a ticket to Iron Man 2 with popcorn, pop, and candy. If I won, they would present to me a ticket to Iron Man 2 with popcorn, pop, and candy, a meal of my choice, anywhere I wanted to eat, no limit, a Blu-ray of my choice, a PlayStation 3 game of my choice, $200, $100 from each of them, and Stixxs would have to open hand slap Marco in the face. Are you kidding me? I'm so doing that. Like, that was a selling point right there. Alright. All of our friends would pay to see that moment. We could easily fill a gym to see that moment. People would pay to see that moment. That right there was worth the challenge. With that being said, though, I said, so when do I have to agree to this? And my one friend, Stixxs, who I'll emulate his voice in a moment, was like, yeah, do it, man. Just do it, man. Yeah. Oh. And then Mark was like, yeah, man. Come on, do it, man. Do it, man. So, anyways, I said I'd get back to them. About a week later, on Facebook, I wrote the two guys. I copied all my friends and I said, alright, here's the bet. 10-second kiss by this time. This is what I get if I win. This is what you get if I lose. Everyone was copied on it. Everyone has the email. And they agreed to it. So what ends up happening? Long story short, get in there, seal the deal, win the bet. And this is one of those stories where it's like, you know what? Someday, someone's going to put them in their place. And guess what? That someday is today. So, again, let's look at what happens. With that $200, coincidentally, and it wasn't planned this way, it just happened to work out this way, I came back home to Windsor, Ontario, following weekend, and I heard on a radio ad, in the background, the music to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and I'm thinking, wow, I haven't played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in 20 years. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I gotta play that, it's been so long. So I go on Kijiji, and I see that someone's selling a Nintendo lot with Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, $40. Bam, I get it. So I'm playing the games, and it's really nostalgia. I'm into a nostalgia phase. And I'm like, oh, I gotta play Contra, Super Mario, all those old games that I used to have and love. So I ended up going on Kijiji again, eventually finding them, and my collection started to grow a little bit, but it started to grow. And from there, I started to get into more of a nostalgia phase, and eventually I started to buy more with that $200. I didn't go over that $200. And eventually I started to get doubles, and I was like, I don't need the doubles, so I can either trade them or I'll sell them back on Kijiji. And eventually I started to get into buying, selling, trading. And what ended up happening, I started to do research. And I started to understand the market value of games. And then from there, without a doubt, I grew within under 1 year's time, arguably, the largest personally owned video game collection in southwestern Ontario. Over 30 systems, 3,000 games, 120 controllers, off $200. So, what happened then? Eventually, I enjoyed my time with the games, and I don't sit there every day with Code Red and drink my pop and play video games. I had enjoyed it a bit, and it was a little bit of fun collecting and stuff, but when I was a boy, I played with games, but now it's time to move on. So I ended up liquidating those games on eBay. Just over a month ago I started, and I had $3,500. My goal, my projected goal, was $10,000. And on Sunday, May 8th, I crossed the 10K barrier, and I wasn't done. So Stixxs and Marco, to my right you will see a hidden number which will be unveiled. And we will see what your misfortune is. But before we begin, I don't want you to think like, oh my god, Jeremy's like gonna keep all that money. He's so selfish. He's gonna yeah. I'm not like you guys. You already know I'm the kind of giving person. So let's talk about what you will get. Alright? Now, if I lost the bet, you would have each had to have been presented with Iron Man 2, with popcorn, pop, and candy. So, to show you charity, to show you that I'm a good person, and just to give a little back, let's give you something back. Alright? Let's give you something back. That's why I'm pleased to present you both Iron Man 2 on Blu-ray. Each of you will receive a high-definition copy so that you may enjoy each moment and relive and remember what it's like to mess with the Philippines. It's so beautiful. Best value. It's a 3-disc set. Includes Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy, and nearly 3 hours of bonus features. And it's all yours. But that's not it. We're not stopping there. We're just going to put that away. Iron Man 2. So what else do we get? Popcorn, pop, and candy. Now, you can't watch your movie alone. So I'm pleased to present you with a box of Orville Redenbacher's so that you may fill your face and enjoy the Blu-ray movie. Popcorn for both of you. Alright? Let's talk about pop. Alright? Now, I'm not skimping out. I got your Dr. Pepper right here. And I even give it a little rainbow glow because the party's about to get started. And you know why I chose Dr. Pepper? Because once I'm done with you guys, I don't even think a doctor can save you. So I want you to cherish and enjoy this 2-liter pop each presented to you. But that's not enough. That's, please. You think I'm done? And now I'm starting to talk like you guys because I want the world to see your behavior. I want to emulate who you are and how you act on a regular basis. And for our friends that actually know Stixxs and Marco, and Stixxs will be like, "Oh, Stixxs," and then Stixxs is like, "Oh, power, yeah, come on, Marco, yeah, yeah." Do they act like that when they're alone? Yes. They told me so. You can ask them. But again, I'm not done with the Iron Man 2 popcorn popping candy. I'm giving back more. Let's talk about candy. Fuzzy peach slices, baby. Because both of you together in a pair, you're just so peachy. But I'm not done. I'm still not done with you. I'm not done. I'm just warming up right now. Alright? So you got your Iron Man 2. You got your popcorn popping candy. And I will present it to you. I will show you charity. But I'm not done. Stixxs, we're going to start with you. Alright? I got something special for you. Alright, Stixxs. Right here. Something in this envelope. And today we're going to talk about respect. Now, we all know your girlfriend Fong. We all like your girlfriend Fong. She's a great girl. She makes you happy. She's fun to be around. She's smiling. She's a wonderful woman. But can I ask you, what kind of guy brings his girlfriend on a first date to a restaurant called Fong's Villa and then calls her Fong's Villa? Alright? Every day, man, you're breaking her down. And we don't want to see you lose a woman like that, alright? And stuff. And that's why you need to learn respect. And that's why here, as I will open the envelope, I'm pleased to present to you both a gift certificate, which I will display in one moment, of $50 presented to Yin, Stixxs, and Fong to Fong's Villa Restaurant. That's right, Stixxs. You're going to take her back on a first date, and you're going to treat her to an amazing night. And then, only then, I want you to apologize for calling her Fong's Villa. Alright? So there you go. Fong, I'm looking out for you. Oh, whoa, what's this? Look who I made it out to. Yin, Stixxs, and Fong Tran. What? You kidding me? I foresee the future, Fong. Thank me someday for this. Remember me. But I'm not done. Marco, you're sitting back right now like, you're laughing, Marco. But I got something right for you. And right here, Marco, is a special moment, one to my very own heart. Now, we all know, Marco, that you iron your Joe boxers. You need to get out every wrinkle. You want it nice and flat. You want to make sure that when you're wearing those nut huggers, you want to make sure it's extra tight. You don't want that wrinkle to show. You want it so tight. You want no blood circulation. Alright? But now, I'm sure that through your time of ironing your Joe boxers, you burnt a hole in your Joe boxers. So, that is why, Marco, I am very pleased to present you with a new set of Joe boxers presented to you, Marco. And notice the hot pink ribbon there. I want you to savor this moment. And next time you're out, I want you to make sure that when you crack the case and you put it out, that you iron these Joe boxers before you go out. And I want you to remember me. But I'm still not done. Now, I've given you guys back Iron Man 2 with popcorn popping candy. I've gone a little bit above and beyond, and I've defended Fong's honor, and I've given you a gift certificate, Stixxs, to take her back to Fong's Villa. Marco, I've protected your vanity, and I've presented you with Joe boxers. But let's talk about community, alright? Now, recently I gave back some of the historical elements of my collection to a local game store, Game Cycle 2, and this was to advance the historical section. I also gave one of my relatives a modified Xbox with over 8,302 games to ensure that their enjoyment is complete for years to come. But I'm not done with community there. Alright? Because somewhere here, I have a magic number. My goal was 10,000, and I crossed that 10,000. Alright? But yet, we don't know what that is. And we will explore, and we will review and reveal your misfortune. But before again, Stixxs, let's talk about giving back. Alright? Let's do something that you and Marco would never do. And for a moment, I'm going to break from being your character, and I'm just going to talk about from being for me. Because for everyone that knows me, I give back. Alright? I'm very involved in the community, volunteer my time, go above and beyond. Right? For those that work with me, I love pushing the limits of excellence. Right? And for Stixxs and Marco, quite simply, I begin where you guys end. Alright? So, in my hands is my paycheck, and with this I'm pleased to present it back to the charity I work for. So I'm giving back to our community, and I will upgrade that with the $200 stimulus fund that you two provided me. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. We'll do it together. You help build a community. You should feel proud of yourselves, guys. But we need to go farther. We need to go above and beyond. So let's just direct our attention over here to the unveiling. And before I unveil this, I want to ask you two both, what was going through your mind when you made this bet? Right? All these years, you thought I was this little kid in the corner that you can just bully along. Alright? Just because I didn't bet you guys, you assumed that it could not rise to the challenge. Your bravado, arrogance, and goading exceeded your own expectations. Alright? But here, as I mentioned on May 8th, I crossed my 10K projection goal, and I'm well above 10K. Alright? Stixxs, Marco, wow, this is awesome. Like, really, I took something you guys provided me, I built it into something great. Alright? In a moment, we're about to reveal it, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. See, right now, I could easily just grab this, pull it down, and reveal it to the world. Right? But what would that solve? You know, everyone would see what it is, but then none of your friends would ever see how you guys reacted. So, before I reveal it to the world, I propose this. An original, private, friends only, exclusive event sponsored by yours truly, so that everyone can share. Because I asked myself, why should I be the only one to benefit in your misfortune? For everything that you guys did over the past 10 years, for everyone that you've belittled. Why can't we all share in your misfortune? Why can't we all see the look on your face when we unveil this? Alright? So, what I'm going to do in the near future, set up a private event, invite our closest friends to it, and there, we will unveil and reveal your misfortune.